We'll continue with resolution of a vector. Now what is resolution of a vector? Please follow this. The process of splitting of, समजा if this is vector A, the process of splitting of a vector into a number of components. Number of components means large number of parts, or you can call them in easy language as branches. ठीक है, it's like this students कि you want to go to State Bank of India and the State Bank of India is only in Panji, so it becomes very inconvenient for you if you have an account in State Bank of India, because every time you have to go to Panji. Now what they have done, now in the sense it's long back, we'll just continue here. What is resolution of a given vector? The process of splitting of a given vector into a large number of components. Components means in simple language parts or branches. That is called resolution of a given vector. The process of splitting of a given vector into a large number of parts or large number of branches or large number of components is called as resolution of a given vector. A given vector can be resolved into a number of components. Okay. The components may be in any directions as I have shown in the diagram, or in any angles, at any angles with each other. But if the, follow this diagram now, but if the given vector is resolved into two components which are perpendicular to each other, then these components, if a given vector is resolved into components which are perpendicular to each other, then the components are called the rectangular components of the given vector. Okay? If the given vector is resolved into two components such that they are mutually perpendicular to each other, then precisely those components are called as rectangular components of the given vector. Rectangular components of the given vector, students. Now what we'll do here, consider a vector R represented in magnitude and direction in the x, o, y plane, where o is the origin of the coordinate axis. Okay? And this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. Consider a vector R represented by OA in the XOY plane, students. Okay, let the vector R be represented in magnitude and direction by this vector OA. From A, drop two perpendiculars. From A, drop two perpendiculars. One on the x-axis, let me call it as OB, and one on the y-axis, let me call it as OC. Then the vector OB and vector OC are represented as typically vector Rx and vector Ry. Then this vector Rx and vector Ry are the rectangular components of the given vector, because you are aware that x and y axis are mutually perpendicular to each other. Let the vector R make an angle theta with the x-axis. Then how do you represent a vector, students? Vector R, from the law of triangle of vectors, how do you get, or we will apply law of triangle. You can apply law of triangle, or to be very clear and precise, from the law of parallelogram of vectors, because you know that in a parallelogram, if the angles are 90 degree, then it forms a rectangle, isn't it? Parallelogram, if the angles become 90, then it becomes a rectangle. Students, then from the law of parallelogram of vectors, students, you are aware that vector R is equal to vector Rx plus vector Ry. I have already cleared one thing, that vector I and vector J are the unit vectors along x and y axis. Unit vector means whose magnitude is 1, measurement is 1, it may be anything. So vector I and vector J are the unit vectors along x and y axis, students. Then tell me, how do you represent a unit vector? It is magnitude of the vector upon its magnitude. Vector j is equal to the given vector upon its magnitude. Therefore, tell me, vector rx is equal to what? Unit vector I, rx, vector ry is equal to unit vector j, ry. डालो इधर. Therefore, what happens to vector r, students? It will be vector I, rx plus vector j, ry. Are you okay here? Are you okay? Now, from the Pythagoras theorem, very easy. From the Pythagoras theorem, we have r square is equal to, if you take the magnitude, it is rx square plus ry square. Okay. Now, r square is equal to rx square plus ry square, or we'll put it like this. R square or r is equal to square root of rx square plus ry square. What does this give? Gives the magnitude of the vector r. Means if you don't show an arrow here, and if you take the apply the Pythagoras theorem, you are very much aware that r square is equal to rx square plus ry square. To be more precise, if you want it in terms of vector, you can write it like this. If you take only the magnitude, it is rx plus ry square, square root घेतला. You know, this is the very important magnitude of the given vector r. Measurement म्हणतात त्याला. Magnitude of the given vector r. Now, if you want to show the direction, I'll show it here itself, students. Now, from the triangle, the diagram is on this page itself. From the triangle OAB, what is tan theta? It is AB upon OB. I hope it's clear. AB is what? Vector ry. What about OB? Vector rx. What does this give you? Direction of the vector r. R is equal to square root of rx square plus ry square, gives the magnitude of the vector r. Tan theta is equal to vector ry upon vector rx, gives the direction of the vector r. Ends the story. Very important part, resolution of the given vector. Very important part. Okay, one thing. Now after this, we'll begin with actually the more important part of the topic, and that is scalar product of two vectors. I'll show you what it is. Scalar product. We are going to multiply two vectors, Mulano. We are going to multiply two vectors. Means we are going to take the multiplication of two vectors. First case in that is scalar product of two vectors. Consider two vectors. Vector P represented in magnitude and direction by OA, and vector Q represented in magnitude and direction by OB. Then scalar product of two vectors is always represented by P dot Q. Scalar product is always represented by the formula P dot Q. Okay, what is scalar product? How do you write the formula? It is product of the magnitude of the two vectors. You only take the magnitude, means without arrow, product of the magnitude of the two vectors and the cosine of the angle between them. If theta is the angle between vectors P and Q, then the scalar product is represented by P dot Q, which is equal to the product of the magnitude of the two vectors and the cosine of the angle between them. Cos theta. One thing, cosine of the angle between them, students. Or just follow this. मी तुम्हाला एक पॉइंट दाखवते इथं. This is 90. This is 90. Okay. Now if you take this angle, we'll put here like this. From A you are going to drop a perpendicular on OB, and from point B you are going to drop a perpendicular on OA. Then what is this side? Students, it is P cos theta. And what about this side? It is Q cos theta. Now you may ask me, कसं teacher? हा पहिला राईट अँगल ट्रायंगल बघा. From the right angle triangle, what is cos theta? It is opposite side, opposite side upon the from this particular triangle. I mean to say, what is cos theta here? It is adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. 1 second. See here, this is p cos theta and this is q cos theta. मी इथं जरा वरती लिहिते म्हणजे तुम्हाला बेटर कळेल कसं. I'll show you. Just follow this right angle triangle, students. What is cos theta? What is cos theta in this? Obviously cos theta is adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. So it is q divided by p. Therefore, what is q? P cos theta. आता हा triangle बघा. From this, what is cos theta? This particular triangle, what is cos theta? It is adjacent side upon the hypotenuse. Adjacent side is P, hypotenuse is Q. Therefore, what is P? Q cos theta. कळतं? So P dot Q is what? P Q cos theta. What is that? Component of vector P along the other side, or we'll put it like this: scalar product of two vectors is the product of the magnitude of one vector and the component of this vector along the other side. म्हणजे सांगायचं एकच की सिंपल लँग्वेजमध्ये स्केलर प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टू वेक्टर्स इज रिप्रेझेंटेड बाय डॉट प्रोडक्ट which is equal to the product of the magnitude of the two vectors and cosine of the angle between them. Or we can write it like this: P dot Q is equal to P Q cos theta, and if I put a bracket here, P dot Q will be product of one vector and component of the other vector in the direction of the first. ही दुसरी वेक्टर आहे, त्याचे कॉम्पोनंट काय? Q cos theta. What is the direction of Q cos theta? Along vector P. कळतं आहे? Scalar product of two vectors is the product of the magnitude of one vector and component of the other vector in the direction of the first. Or you can do it like this: Q dot P will be what here then? Q P cos theta. Meaning what? Scalar product of two vectors is the product of one vector Q and the component of the other in the direction of first. सांगायचं काय की if you are considering vector Q, what is vector P? Q cos theta. And if you are considering vector P, what is vector Q? P cos theta. So, three definitions we can conclude. Scalar product is the product of magnitude of one vector and the component of the other vector in the direction of the first. ह्याच्या डायरेक्शनला कुठली कोण आहे? Q cos theta आहे. तसंच Qच्या डायरेक्शनला कुठली कॉम्पोनंट आहे? P cos theta आहे. That's it. ठीक आहे? Point. This is the definition. Scalar product obeys the commutative law of vector multiplication. What is commutative law? P dot Q is equal to Q dot P. Okay. It also obeys the associative law. Associative law म्हणजे काय? P dot Q plus R is equal to P dot Q plus P dot R. It also obeys the associative law of vector addition. This is also called as associative law or associative law of vector multiplication. That's it. Students, will take some more properties in the next period. We will stop for today. Come on.